Play the game of football, not the game of passy, bang, bang. 100% Chelsea. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0. Time for my review. And fuck me, I ain't holding back. As per fucking usual. Today, what was that? Could someone please explain to me? It's the same as Tottenham away. It's the same every fucking time. Sideways. No fucking urgency. No urgency. The manager got it wrong today as well. Trust me, no one is fucking away from my criticism today. No one is exempt, because everyone today, maybe Kante less so, because he seems to have that sense of professionalism. Everyone today was dog shit. And I know everyone's said that word already, but I don't care. I'm using it because it summarises how I'm feeling right now and what is going on. Jorginho today, it's the same every fucking time. And I understand what people are going to say. He's here to implement the system. He's here to do this. He's here to do that. Guess what? The system didn't fucking work today. So what you do? You change it. Did we change it? Did we fuck? It's as simple as that. Sideways, backwards, sideways. It doesn't matter. There is a lack of mentality in this team, and they just can't seem to fucking get a grip of it when you need to change a game. Yes, Lewis?
Little message from Sarri, I think it'd be worth talking about.
So I just want to read the quote?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you, Lewis. Sarri starts with a message to his players. I'm extremely angry, very angry indeed. This defeat was due to our mentality. I can't accept it. We had a similar issue against Tottenham in the league, as we've already mentioned, and it appears this group of players is extremely difficult to motivate. Lewis, thank you. Cheers. Less so. I'm less angry at Sarri now. But he's still got decisions wrong. He still could have brought on players earlier. I understand what people are saying about Olivier Giroud being a plan B striker. Yes, he is a plan B striker. However, in a game like this, when you have two physical centre-halves, you need to have that physicality, because little man does not work. Oh, Hazard doesn't like playing down the middle either. So why do we keep doing it? Yes, we don't have a focal point, but we have a centre-forward. Yes, he's not good enough, but we use him. Just use him, because he can link up play. He can do what he's good at. And it's as simple as that. When he came on, yes, he didn't do anything. He had 20 minutes to try and influence a game when no one wanted to move because we were already 2-0 down. Start with that and then try and see a game out if you're 1-0 up or 2-0 up, or you have a bit of influence on a game. The substitutions are on. Callum Hudson-Odoi needs to be starting. Yes, he's 18. Yes, he should be blooded a lot slower. However, right now, we are not in the position to be doing that. Willian, fantastic servant for Chelsea Football Club. Age 30 now, though, and on the decline. And we turned down a bid of worth, what, about 50 million? Malcolm and Cash? Are you mad? I'm sorry. But the issue today, the club is not exempt either, because it summarises the amount of issues that we have from top to bottom. Maria Graviskaya, one day, sorts out this deal for Higuain. Absolutely superb. 6-month loan, no obligation to buy. We've got that off of Juventus, saying we don't want to do that. We've got 12 months, and then we can have an option to buy if we want to keep him. Absolutely superb. Next day, lose that on Paredes when we really need a player to come into that midfield. Go to sign some players. Don't do it. There is a lack of personnel in this team. Yes, Sarri ball is not working. I hate using that term, but his Sarri style of play does not work because of a lack of personnel. And yes, I'm saying that. Jorginho, I speak to Napoli fans. When they had 50 million quid, I spoke to them yesterday. They had 50 million quid. They're going, oh, yeah, all right, 50 million quid. Yeah, go on. Do you remember that story with Fred at Man United? Shakhtar Donetsk started laughing when they got that bid through. De Laurentiis did the same. 50 million. Yeah, have some of that. I had them then say to me, they think he's too slow for the Premier League. They think he's too slow for the Premier League. And this is a club which, these are a lot of fans which think like the light shines out of some players' arseholes. All due respect, these are my best friends, these lads. I love them to pieces. But, you know, they're there saying Jorginho isn't all that. They're saying that. So what does that say about the system? When you're 2-0 down, what do you need? You need someone who's going to come and add a bit of impetus to that game. Even if you have that centre forward who's not doing a lot, play a number 10 rather than a deep line playmaker, which is what Jorginho is supposed to be. I don't give a fuck what any of you say. He's not a deep line. He's not a defensive midfielder. He's a use for the chocolate teapot like that. He's there to pass the ball and create opportunities, which is what people always seem to argue with me. Guess what that is? That is a regista. Look it up. Okay? If you want to play a game like that where you need to have someone who's going to drive the ball forward, yes, he's injured at the minute. Loftus-Cheek or a player like that in that number 10 role who could take the ball and move it forward in the attack, which is what we needed. Pass, 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 pass. Pass, 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 pass. Counter-attack when Arsenal all in our box. What do? Stop. Pass, 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 pass. What do? Get back and go, all right, lads, come on. It's 11 of us here. Can you just get through us now? Change. When some people say to me the system's not working, we need to give it time. Yes, we need to give it time. As a manager, at the top level, you also need to have more ideas. You cannot just have one plan. You can't. And people are trying to say, what about Pep? Pep's used 3 or 4 different systems in that Man City team. Mourinho, in his heyday, used 2 or 3 different systems. Brian Clough, look him up, ladies and gentlemen. Or if you want to look up deep line playmakers, right? Look at Glenn Hoddle. Go and watch him. Get YouTube up. Look at Xavi for players that used to pass the ball and move it. The ball needs to move. We have turned into where we are. We are Arsenal. Play the game of football, not the game of passy, passy, bang, bang, which is dog shit. I'll explain football. Football is what you do is you get the ball and you move it forward and you score goals. And to do that, that's how you win the game. That is how you win the game. He gets it. He's taking the piss, and so am I, because that's all he can fucking do in a situation like this. But what you do in football is there's these 2 goals, and what you do is you kind of get them in there. You do not have 70% possession and say you dominated the game, because all that matters is that scoreline in the top corner. And guess what? The better team won today. And I fucking hate saying that, because I hate Arsenal as much as I hate Tottenham. Look at Mourinho, and if you're going to say he's poisonous, glad we got him out of our club. Yeah, Chelsea's best ever manager. Won 3 Premier Leagues. Oh, by the way, he also won European Cups. So this is a man who knows his stuff. He took the piss out of that. He took the piss out of Wenger. Sorry, voice crack there. Sorry, it's a bit of a cold month. He took the piss out of Wenger when he's there saying there's a man who wants to play football with no goals and it's all about possession. And we all started going, ha, 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 ha. Now a lot of people are going, oh, look at Sarri ball. It's absolutely amazing. Oh, look at this. It's going to develop. It's going to develop. Yes, it is going to develop. But the question is, we can say it's going to develop all we want. The reason I'm sitting here saying, well, how, when, is because the people upstairs, and we're going back to that, as well as transfers, have no fucking policy and don't not understand how to run a club. Chelsea and their philosophy is success by any means. It is not to play beautiful football and do it. It is success. And call me a spoiled brat all you want if you're an older fan. Call me, we never used to have this. You'd be happy with what you got. Yeah, I wasn't here when that happened. Sorry I was born later on. It has nothing to do with me saying I'm spoiled. Chelsea now as a club, this whole hashtag 10-year challenge stuff, I kind of put that into context, where they have won the most trophies in English football over the past decade. They have set a precedent. So they then need to improve on that precedent. You need to push more. That is how success happens. And if you're not happy with success, you need to go somewhere else. Because you should want your club to do well. However it is. Huddersfield have a different goal to us. Okay? They have a goal to stay in the Premier League. Fulham, a different goal to us. Burnley, a different goal to us. West Ham, Leicester. All different goals. Our goal is to compete. To do that, Sarri's going to need time. I completely agree with that. All the people saying Sarri out now, I disagree. He needs time. However, he needs to adapt as well. As does Jorginho. Get faster. It's as simple as that. And people saying, but there's not the players to pass, he's changing up. And people then use that argument against me at the same time as saying, but he's our second manager on the pitch, he's there to implement the system. Implement the fucking system then. Implement it. These are good enough players. Stand here, do this, do that. Lads, let's push up the pitch. And just because he's been here for 6 months, he's already settled in well. He already is a leader in the dressing room. People are already seeing that. Implement the system, use it. If he is not adding anything to the team, he should not be playing. And that goes for everyone. Marcos Alonso as well today has again reinforced for me personally. Fantastic save for Chelsea Football Club. Thank you for everything he's done. Those 2 fantastic goals against Tottenham last year. It's brilliant. But when someone was saying to me, he's getting in the box, that's why he should be starting, he's a fucking left back. Lads, he's a left back, not a left winger. If he's playing at left back, play at left back. But he can't do it because he's not good enough, and that's just unfortunate. Fantastic servant, like I said, in a 5 at the back with 3 defenders, he's fine, he's got cover. In a 4 at the back, we don't have that luxury, especially when you have a deep line playmaker who can't defend to save his fucking life. So it's a case of you've got to look at that and you've got to say, this is what we need to do. This is how we need to change the system. We need to make these moves. Play Emerson for now. Maybe look at other left backs in the summer. But to do that, you have to let Sarri develop. And my worry is with the results like this and the way we have lost to Spurs and Arsenal away, top 6 clubs. We haven't gone to Man United yet. We haven't gone to City. Spurs, Man United, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, if you want to put them in there. Who am I missing? I'm missing someone because I had like 3 hours sleep. Liverpool. We haven't been to play them away in the Premier League yet. But that's another thing. They blew this lot away 5-1. Yeah, they're bang goals in for fun. And yeah, we don't have a centre forward, but our players are still good enough to score goals, lads. Come on. People banging about Hazard being one of the best forwards in the world. Pedro's won Champions Leagues. He can finish. We all seen that. He nearly did today as well. Fair play to him. But you know, that's where the positives stop. We had 1 shot on target in 98 minutes. 1. And that was a scuffed cross. Call me deluded. Call me short-tempered. Yeah, I do have a short temper. Especially when we lose to this fucking lot and I'm stood in the cold at 3 degrees. I think I have a right to be pissed off. Spent 30 quid on the ticket and I had to travel here as well. It's about an hour and a half, 3 hours the round trip to get home. Oh, and I do this as well for you. So, you know, it's kind of the case of, you know, to see this and see players just not give anything whatsoever in a fucking massive game. Yeah, call me angry, call me deluded, call whatever the fuck you want. But guess what? When they're not performing, they are going to come under criticism. Don't just sit there and clap and say, oh, fair play. I will support them through thick and thin. That's why I travel up and down the country. I love my club, okay? But this is the nature of the beast. You don't perform, you get criticised. It happens everywhere. These are top-level players. They deal with it. Much like I deal with some of the bullshit I get on Twitter and in the comment section. So does Lewis, so does Dom, so does everyone here. Move on, shape up. Sarri's already keen to do that. But these players need to make their mindset different. They need to motivate themselves and they need to get up off their arse and realise this is Chelsea Football Club and this is the most successful club over the past decade. This is a big club. Treat it that way. Be proud to pull on that football shirt. But we move on. Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. Let's see what happens with that. But lads, try and turn it around there. That'd be fucking superb. Subscribe to Chelsea, all social media, description, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram. I'm out. See you later.